Hmm. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I'm so happy to be here. So, yes, I am a little late. I had a client. Okay. Let's get the show on the road. Here we go. I call upon the powers of heaven, powers of the universe. I call upon the Turbo Masters to come down and to be with us for this Wisdom Wednesday. What do you want to share with our people today? So, when you guys come on board, just mention hi in the comments. So let's see what today brings. What does everybody need to know? There we go. Can you hear me? Let's make sure. Okay, here we are. Wisdom Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. So, what do we need to know right now? Let's see what the Tarot Masters have in store for us. Let's see. There we go. Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Let's see what comes up today. So they're suggesting I pick the Oracle card first. What is the overarching theme of today? Is anybody here? Just say hi. Okay. Well, September is here. It's a new month. And I can really feel the energy shifting. Maybe you guys can too. So let's see what these cards have to say. Okay. Adventures. Okay. So today is the story of adventures. And I wonder if you are experiencing adventures. You know, this is just thinking of adventures and starting to let the information flow. There are a lot of moving pieces. Hey, Heather. I am so happy you had it marked in her heart. She had it marked in her heart to come in. So thank you. Happy Wisdom Wednesday to you too. Heather, are you feeling like you're in the middle of some adventures. I'm hearing great adventures. You know, the world is moving at such a quickened pace. And each of us is growing into, you know, and changing. There is, and I'm hearing an alchemical process. Whoops. Alchemical process that is moving each of us. And so, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so funny. So I have to show you the cards that just came out. So just what we were talking. You know, you can't make this stuff up. So the card where we are right now is the 2 of Cups. Where we have been is the 8 of Cups, and where we're going is to into the Alchemist. Can you believe that? It's so funny. It's just such a validation that the information begins rolling in as soon as we meet. So let's talk about these great adventures that we are on. And I'm just seeing the leaves beginning to turn. And we know that the cycles continue, that this wheel is ever evolving, that seasons and cycles. And I'm seeing that it's not just a round circle, but it's actually a spiral from the density, and we are being spun and evolving. So this wheel turns, evolves, and I'm hearing the words of the Alchemist. Dissolving, what's the right word? There is like a substance, a substrate in a centrifuge, and we are being spun. And finally, there is the finally created. But it begins with, there are 7 stages of alchemy. I'm reminded, and right now we are like in the centrifuge, spinning. And I'm hearing about the Philosopher's Stone, the being the dross, the lead purified into gold. And so if you're feeling that there are stressors that are occurring, to lean into your healing process, letting go. It's also what I'm also hearing is, you know, these readings are helpful in the sense that they are being spoken through the human language, the language that we understand, and so it's helpful for us to receive. It's hard to go through this with not understanding, and so we have our spiritual teams here for us. And you know, there are many on the planet that are here to support this ascension that is happening. And so, just by what I'm hearing is that when we can say, oh, that's what's happening, we can relax into it because we resist the light, we resist our growth, and we tend to say that there's something wrong with us instead of the universe is here conspiring for us and supporting us in our growth. So Marion is also mentioning eclipse energy. Yeah, the eclipses, all the astrology around us is also going through their transformations and their path of progression, and we are all in this together, aren't we? Yeah. So so we are all having this experience, all changing, all ascending, and growing. And so one of the things this adventure card is reminding us that we can lean into this and pay attention to our own. I'm even hearing to lean into it, but to embrace our own potential and possibilities, to look at it more as an adventure versus becoming critical and judging ourselves. When we change our energy, our story changes. So even our focus, wherever we put our focus, is going to support our evolution and our support. There are more and more people that are waking up now and feeling, I'm seeing the tides turn. Nature is here. It's also very supportive, to get out in nature. Many of us will once again be able to communicate and understanding our world if we get out of the artificial surroundings that have been placed around us and get back into nature. There is a rhythm, there is a song and a dance in nature. Go out in nature and go for walks, be barefoot on the ground, lay on the ground. Hand your sorrows into the earth. There is a healing that we can each do is, to lay on the ground and just, scream, wail, speak ourselves into the earth, and the earth will take that, transmute that for us. Go for walks and embrace a tree. Sit at the base of a tree and just put your forehead to the tree and speak and let the tree take your pain into the earth. So we are returning to the natural ways. So it's going to be really helpful for those that feel called, to get out of the man-made structures that we find ourselves in, these boxes called buildings and homes, and spend more time in earth. This is there is I'm hearing big change afoot this month. And so this is a time where it's really beneficial for us to also gather, and I'm hearing have this adventure together. Like, find your people, talk to them, whether you're coming to an event here at the center, something online, or meeting your friends on Facebook and having conversation. The beautiful part is with the technology that we have today, our world is a lot bigger than it was years ago, where you might have only known the people in your town. Um, so our world is much bigger, and there are many of us now reaching out for our tribe. So that is still really, really important. Feel free to make comments in the comment section. And because we do this together, I am getting this download and chatting, but you guys are definitely a big part of this, because we are in community, just online. So here we are now, again, talking about it. This feels like the sacred marriage of even self-balancing the male and the male and female within ourselves, because we are both masculine and feminine. We have both qualities within each of us, regardless of our gender. And this is a time of healing and balancing. And two is also balance, polarity, and this is us standing together within ourselves and embracing who we really are, and standing in the middle pillar more and more. Our work, it's interesting to witness the world as it goes on, and all the different dramas that are being played out globally. And yet peace happens one person at a time. It happens within ourselves. And I know it's hard being out in the world and little control, but the more that we can work on our inner world, embrace who we really are, we bring that out into the bigger world, the global world. And your light is needed for you and for the outer world. Each of us came into this world with a mission, with a contract, and nobody can do that contract but you. So this is not like the corporate world, where there can be 1,500, 2,000 applications for one job. This is your contract is your contract. If you don't do it, nobody else can do it. So your work is really, really important. And I'm hearing that this is the time of a great awakening. The grand adventure is in full swing right now. And so more and more people are waking up. More and more people are going to be looking for healings and authentic teachings, and becoming their biggest and brightest self. So not everybody's here to do healing work. That is not the only objective. There are light workers in corporate America, in the healthcare system, the financial system, government, in the school system. There are light workers everywhere. And so, it is a misnomer to think that you are not placed exactly where you need to be. You are placed exactly where you need to be. And by getting together and calling in your spiritual team, your guides, your higher self, the masters of light, all the angels and archangels and calling in God, Tankishala Yahweh, Adonai, Creator, Allah, whatever name you use, we know it's the same, right? And so now is the time where your personal magic is vital to the forward progression of this planet. So this is really exciting news. And it may be a message you've heard already. And so if you're hearing the message already, it's like, yeah, the message, this is the message. Your time is here. Your time is now. And you're being called. You're being called forth to become you. How fabulous. So, and then here we have, before, this is where we're coming from, the Eight of Cups. And let's see, well, what I'm hearing is this is also coming from like the dream time, a path of deep introspection, and so, all the work that you've done, is bringing you to this moment in time, which is here. And this is the Alchemist, right? The what came in originally with this reading was this is a time of alchemy, and that we are being prepared. We are in the centrifuge, it's like a quickening. It's a quickening, a spinning, purification of form and matter, becoming our highest version of ourselves. And this card is also reminding me that to keep searching. If you find yourself that you've hit a glass ceiling, there is self-initiation where we say to the divine, I want to serve. There is self-initiation, and then there is a path beyond the glass ceiling. And so, there are sacred teachings and healings that can open up the glass ceiling and take us beyond. In my tradition, it's initiation, where we open up the glass ceiling and then go beyond. The interesting thing is, they want you to know that sometimes we just don't know what we don't know, and that if you are struggling, just find, the right teaching, ask the right questions, ask to be led to the right healing, the right teaching to help you move past any obstacles that you may have. The Alchemist is also known for the magical works that are created with intention. So knowing the formulas, the verses. What does that mean? Verses, knowing the verses. The magical verses that unlock deep secret energies, portals, worlds. This card is just like, how far do you want to go? How much? It's all available, but we need to get out of our way. We need to say yes. I'm reminded of Christ's words are that you just need the faith of a mustard seed. The faith of a mustard seed. And that mustard seed. That there comes a point in time where we all, like, to get to the next level is you do need to take a leap of faith. And so when we are offered a new door comes before us. We can see the door and say, oh, there's nothing, it's a door. What does that mean? Or we can know that there's something beyond the door, but it does take a leap of faith. But you only need the faith of a mustard seed. Like, knock on the door. The door will open, but then we need to step through the door. So and this links back to the great adventure. This is how the great adventure begins. Beyond this door is the greatest adventure of your lifetime. And it does it's like stepping into the universe. It is beyond our comprehension. There is no for those of you that find this door, that knock on it, open it up, and then actually take that leap of faith. It may feel like you're leaping into the unknown universe. And that's where the ego is afraid. The ego is afraid of going places that it's never been before. It's counterintuitive. It is so stepping off into the unknown universe is like taking a leap out of an airplane into the universe, and it defies logic. It defies not logic. It defies the human mind. And when you get there, it is a leap of faith. And from that moment in time, all things are possible. In that place, of nothing, no thing. All things are possible. This is a place of deep esoteric and hermetic teachings. And this path does exist for the initiate. So here we are. That was wild. The places we can go. Hey, Wendy Lee. I have my dear friends here. Thank you for stopping by. Let's see. All right, so we are on a path of great adventures. Is anybody feeling this in your life right now? Dr. Seuss. Did I sound like Dr. Seuss, Heather? I felt like it. All the things. Dr. Seuss was fascinating. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, here we go. So, in the vein of great adventures, Wendy, I'm picking a card for you. The World. Wendy, it feels like you're trying new things, and it feels like you're trying new things in that you are exploring the world more, expanding your, what is this? What am I seeing? Wendy, it feels like growth, expanding your world. Trying new things. Does that make sense for you? It feels like there's an excitement around it too. So, let me know if that makes sense. Oh, good, it does. If you had a question, I might be able to go into it a little. Do you have a question? It feels like, Wendy, it feels like big growth is possible for you. Like, are you actively looking for your next step in your spiritual progression? That's just my my question to you. We can always talk about that later. But it feels like that could be a really good time for you. A good opportunity for you right now with all the movement that's happening around us. So, all right. Well, there you go. You're getting some confirmation here, validation. So, you know, you can also see here she is dancing in the universe, and um, and I'm hearing growth. So that's for you, Wendy, my love. Let's see. Heather, I'm going to pick a card for you. Are you still here? Wendy says you feel like her mentorship is growing. Thank you so much. Are you mentoring or are you looking for mentorship? Anyway, I feel like we should have a conversation, Wendy. So here we have Wendy mentors. Very cool. So you are growing. So this one is for Heather. Heather, there's Three of Swords. Swords are air. It also feels like you might be feeling a blockage. So are you feeling blocked by something? No, it doesn't feel like it's a real substantial, but you might feel like you're at a crossroads. And so, does this make any sense for you, Heather? Oh, good. So you had a block, and you feel like you're moving through it. Okay. Yeah, but these swords are still here. So what is that about? I'm hearing that there might be several layers to this blockage. So just so you know, keep moving forward. This is saying that there's something still there, and it feels like it's maybe not understood yet, or not seen yet. But it might be. I'm hearing it like it might be the core thing that you need to unpluck. Yes, yes, yes. Notice that she said yes 3 times. So, yes, you're moving through it, but there's different levels, and so there's something here that you might. What I'm hearing is that there might be another level that you need to discover. It's almost like what I'm seeing. It's almost like the root, Heather. So this is all good because you really need to pluck the root out. Otherwise, you're just pruning the bush, and then the bush actually, that obstacle grows back stronger. You need to get to the root and pluck that out. Does that make sense? Okay. And I want to see, Marion is here. I want to get to Marion. Okay, Marion, let's see what. This one is calling me for you. Oh, my girl. So here we have 5 of coins, and so there is coins are career, earth, abundance, things of the earth, and That's so funny. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing, is that you are moving forward in spite of some of the earthly attachments. Now, this is not going to be a surprise to you, but you can see this card is validating. She is walking in front of these earthly attachments. Some of the things you can see, even some of the pentagrams are around your head, so there you might be still dealing, maybe there's 3 issues that you're dealing with, and you know where to place them, but you're moving forward anyway, so this is a very powerful card for you. And you know, here she is. You can see even her I'm hearing countenance. You know, like you look at, like you see very clearly. And even in any kind of confusion or distraction, you see things. So I love that about you too. All right, and so here we have Heather says, you know, you can feel things, you could feel your sacrum has been hurting, but not sure how to get to it. So what I'm hearing, make sure it's not a physical issue. Have you checked it out with your doctor? And then when that passes, it almost feels like it is a physical issue. And have you checked it out with your doctor? I don't want to get into, Heather, I don't want to get into too personal stuff on a public site, so feel free to reach out and remind me of this conversation, because once I get done with the conversation, I really literally don't remember. So I won't remember because I'm in the energy right now. But Heather, you might want to check that out with your I'm hearing like a female reproductive doctor, but I don't want to get into a lot of detail just because we are on a public forum, but I won't remember, and I just don't want you not to have the information right now. And then and it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel emergent, but it just feels like a something you might want to check out. And then, of course, I love seeing people after they've been to doctors, but we don't want to leave out the traditional medical route. I am not a doctor. I have no qualifications as a doctor. And so I love seeing people after they've had their third, you know, they are checked it out by qualified healthcare practitioners. And then we can do a lot of stuff energetically. But this almost feels like, you know, you just need, that's where I would start for you. That's what I'm hearing. And then we can talk. But no emergency by any means. Otherwise, I would have just reached out privately. But I don't want you to forget. I don't want to get out of this energy and then you not have, you know, good information. Does that make sense? So, here we are. I have loved being here with you guys, and thank you for showing up. It's wonderful every week to see you. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will have to listen to this video again because I know it was deep, and I don't remember. All right, Heather, Wendy, oh, Sione. Well, I'm going to do one more card then, Sione. Always interrupt. Let me know you're here. This one's for you. This is the Four of Cups. And I just hear Queen. You know, it's interesting. I know that you're in a lovely stage of life. I'm also hearing at the same time you are growing, but also um, your queendom is growing, and there is a lot of growth around you. It feels like you know how to balance it, and you're listening really well to balancing all this. But I see on the right side there's a lot of growth. The right is action and it's future. So a lot of things are really growing beautifully, but in a really nice timing too. It's not like huge growth, so much growth that there's a lot of stressors. It's like forward moving, um, growing steam, growing. It's so funny too because Sione, your father-in-law pops up. I don't know the man, but he pops up, and there's a lot of just a lot of support and growth and information coming through for you. So, um, really beautiful. So, yeah, thank you for showing up. I love you too. So, all right, everybody, we are done for the day. Thank you for showing up and being with me. It really is the highlight of my day. And I love you all. Talk to you later.